when you run into people, you have all these micro level interactions that emerge into these macro societal structures. Real-world interactions with people where we understand what's happening locally are always going to be important, and they're critical for ultimately shaping society. For example, people learn where new coffee shops need to be built by going into the city and having a lack of coffee shops. That might promote somebody to open up one. And we learn about where to put sidewalks by seeing where people actually physically walk. So in a lot of cases, the structure of the city isn't this high-level sort of planned thing. In many cases, the city structure just sort of emerges based on these micro interactions that people have with each other. For example, somebody could start noticing that there's a lot of tourists that start showing up within their city. And then they might start engaging with the tourists to try to influence that. Maybe they just try to discourage them, and then they go away, and then the local people try to keep the city structure that they had. Or maybe they fail to engage them, and then the cost of rent increases, and then they have to move. But these big changes like that happen because of things that you see in the real world in your day-to-day life. And Jeremiah Moss talks about this in the book Vanishing New York, this phenomenon where on the sidewalks in New York, all of a sudden, all of these mothers with very large strollers started popping up. And so it was a change in the demographics. And you can read a newspaper headline that says a bunch of families start moving into an area, but it's a lot different reading a newspaper headline than actually experiencing it, where you're trying to walk fast on the sidewalk and now there's a really large stroller in front, or now there's a tourist looking at their phone trying to figure out where to go. Those little micro interactions are going to propel changes. And through these little micro interactions, you learn about what's happening in the community. Thanks for listening. We're going to be posting regularly about human psychology and how humans are influenced by media and how they're influenced by each other. So if you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button and the share button, and let us know in the comments below what you think. And be sure to check the links below where you can find more information about Intermark Group.